Hello, my name is Alpha Tonger, and I take this opportunity to welcome you to our SeQwens demo. I am a product specialist, and SeQwens is a simple practice management solutions for tax and accounting professionals. It was designed by tax and accounting professionals with the tax and accounting professionals in mind. It's used for document manager, increasing productivity, workflow management, and just releasing stress during a busy tax season. It's cloud based, so you can virtually access it from anywhere as long as you have a device that's connected to the internet. On the upper right hand corner, once you visited the website, which is www.sequence.com, you click on login and you enter your credentials. Once you've created an account, and at the end of the demo, I will show you where exactly you can create a new account. Once your credentials have been logged into the system, you click on, you have access to your dashboard. As you can see, the dashboard basically gives you a synopsis of what's going on within the practice, from internal revenue tips to upcoming events or meetings, any notifications, internal revenues news releases, number of contacts within the system, those that are active and those that are not active. At the bottom, you have access to invoices that have been sent out through the system. You can also create a quick invoice as well. Workflow, you have the ability to see outstanding workflow that have been assigned, whether it was assigned to you or to any one of your team members within the practice. From here, you also have the ability to create a new workflow as well. At the bottom, you can see updates on campaign. These are email campaigns that goes out for marketing purposes. So that's if you're using the software from a marketing perspective. It's a full-blown CRM that allows you to keep track of all of your clients' activities. From here, you can search clients by name, by email, or by telephone number. You can collapse your menu bar if need be, or you can access your menu bar. Let's speak about the menu bar for a second. On the left hand side, you have your client management, your email campaigns, messaging, document manager, workflow, schedule, invoice, resources, and your settings button. From your client management, which we basically consider our CRM portion of this software, is where you can create new taxpayers or you can access all of the taxpayers that's already within the system. From here, you click on new taxpayer. You have the ability to enter the client's or the prospect first name and last name, enter their email address, and you can either auto have the system auto generate a password for them, or you have the ability to create the password yourself and send an email to them. At the point you hit submit, your customer will get a notification that your tax office has created an account and they're ready to collaborate with you. You can also upload a group of contacts within the system through a CSV format so that you don't have to enter them individually. Or you can invite clients using our secure client portal link. This link is assigned directly to your company so that you can customize them based on the look and feel of your brand. Once you send this link to your clients, they have the ability to create their own account and begin to engage with you. At the bottom, you have a history of notifications or invitations that have been sent out, whether it's been open, it has been accepted, or they've unsubscribed from your system. Once the account has been created into their system, you can access them from your taxpayers list. From this list, you can see exactly who's within the system at this particular time. You can either view the account, you can log into their client portal, or you can see messages that they've sent to you. Let's view their clients and see what their view looks like. You click on view, it brings you into this client view. From this client view, you have access to all of the client's information. That's their demographic information, their birthday, social security number, address. Now, this is all information that they've inputted into the system on their client portal end, so you have access to it. From here, put their process in which their return is, whether it's been prepared, reviewed, transmitted. You can enter their federal refund amount if applicable. You can enter their state refund amount if applicable, and you can enter their AGI so that they can have access to this information as quick as possible within their client portal. From here, you can also change lead type, whether you're still prospecting them, whether you've negotiated with them, or whether they've become an active client. So the goal of the program is to make sure that all of the data that's in your system at some point, whether they're clients, old clients, new clients, you want to be able to keep track of them and organize them, tag them in a manner in which you can always re-engage them, re-market to them. If you need to send information to them, you have that ability as well. From here, you can update all of your clients' information to make sure their demographic information is accurate, their addresses, their email address, everything about your client is accurate as much as possible. You also have access to communications that you sent to them in a secure manner. So from here, you can type your custom messages as you go, or you can select a default message. Now, these default messages are messages that you can set up in your template depending on what your workflow looks like. It helps you increase productivity. So if you don't want to always have to type the message, you can set pre-templates or select from some of the templates that we currently have within the system, and you can see how you want to send them out. For instance, if it's a new client, a welcome message, if it's follow-up, or you're asking them for review, or whatever additional services that you may have provided or want to provide within the software, you can customize that as well. Now, with these messages, there's two format of them. One of them is SMS, and the next one is through our messaging portal. So with the SMS, you start up with 100 credits. You can add additional credits as you want. And the SMS land directly on the client's mobile devices. So from here, you can go back and forth, reply to messages as you so please to do. You also have access to your document manager, and this is where you can create secure folders. There are two types of folders: a folder that you create just for your own administrative efforts, or folders that you create that you want to share with your clients. So the orange icon of folders that have already been shared with your client that you want to have access to. The blue icons are folders that have not been shared with your clients yet. However, you do have the ability to share with them if you want to. From here, you can also request signature from them by clicking signature request. And you can look within the system and see exactly and select exactly where you want to send them. Wherever you need them to sign, you can enter that information. You can minimize the size of your signature, and then you can also enter where you need your clients to sign. Once you've entered how they need to sign, you click on submit, and your client will receive a notification right away that there's document requests for them to sign. From your document manager, you also have the ability to download files that have been sent to you. You can create new folders. So if you want to create a new folder, give it a name, 2023 1040, and you hit add, and then the system automatically creates a new folder for you. From this folder, you have the ability now to upload as many documents as you wish. Now, these documents can be in the form of JPEG, they can be in the form of Word document, PDF, whatever format that's selected within the system. That's where you can upload within the system. So from here, you can also look at your checklist. Now, these checklists can be customizable based on what you complete within your office to be part of your workflow. So if you, whatever the personal information that's collected, whatever dependent information that's collected, whatever proof of residency, disability, Schedule C. So you can just customize this however way you feel. So as you receive those documents from your clients for that year, you can always check them out to make sure that, hey, I've received this. And then the system uploaded as well. The client gets a notification that you've received that. So if you close that, it brings you back. You can search a folder that you're looking for. You can click on all of the folders. So you have a lot of mobility within your document manager or from your client view. You don't have to get out of your client view to access your document. Everything for this particular client is within your client view. From your client view, you can also create new invoices for your clients, or you can see the status of invoices that have been paid or invoices that are still pending. So from here, add client's information, enter the date the service was rendered, billing address if applicable, and you can actually select the services in which you've added or you've rendered. You can add as many services as you want, and you can give them a discount if applicable based on a percentage or based on a fixed figure. From here, once it's done, you can hit submit, and each invoice that goes out has the company logo, and the client will receive a notification that you've sent them out an invoice. Keeping track of notes is very, very important within this industry, as you already know. So you have the ability to put as many notes as possible within the system for a particular client. You also have the ability to prioritize those notes if you have to go back to them, or you need to set reminders if there's any pending or outstanding task for this particular client. You have the ability to see what those internal notes looks like. Your clients do not have access to those notes. However, you create them in a secure format. Now, that's it for your taxpayer view. There's a lot of different features that increases productivity, make the office run a lot smoother, and manage your paperwork the way it should be managed. Additionally, you can send out email campaigns from our system. Now, these are built out campaigns that have templates already. So if I want to select one of the templates that we already have in the system, or I want to create my own template, you have the ability to create templates from scratch as well. This is all for marketing purposes. If you have a list of individuals that you want to market to that's not already in a portal, you can upload a contact list through a CSV, and then the system will allows you to send an email, a one-time email blast to this particular target audience or target population that you're trying to market to. You can also send messages. We have our standard messaging portal that's secure, that if you send a message to a client, they will have to log into the system before they read those messages. Or if you send them an SMS message, it goes directly to their mobile device and they don't have to log in. So if you're sending out more sensitive information like documents or anything that's very personal that you don't want to land on a mobile device, we recommend that you use our standard messaging portal, which is secure, that allows the client to be able to access it themselves. So from here, you can select the user that you want, and you can type your message if it's custom, or you can select from, again, multiple templates that you've put into the system, and then the system will allow you to send out a message. You can also upload a file if necessary. You could also use our SMS portal, which for marketing purposes, announcement, notifications, as long as there's not information that's very sensitive, secure, you want to make sure you minimize what you're sending out to your clients on their mobile devices. But you have that ability to send group messages, so you can add as many telephone number here as possible, and then you add, or you can upload whatever contact you want to upload into the system. As you can see, these are messages history that have been sent out to your clients, and you have the ability to add additional credits as need be. This is our universal document manager. This is where it's not client specific, so you can create folders for the organization, whether it's marketing folder, it's just templates, contracts, additional tax returns, important documents. So you can customize these, rename them, add additional folders so that you will be able to keep the office as organized as possible. You do have the ability to share it to a particular group of people if you have multiple end users or multiple teammates that's in the system. You have the ability to share that with them as well. From here, this is our universal document or e-signature request. This is where every request that you've sent out can be found. You can see the status of them. You can add multiple signees to them. You can download it. You can view the message that have been sent out. You can select messages from here that needs to be sent out for signature. So you have the ability to work within the tax client view or within your universal view as well. Workflow, very, very streamlined. It allows you to keep track of what's going on within the office, who's assigned to what, who's picking up what, who's e-filing, who's not e-filing. So it gives you the ability to kind of control everything that's going on within the practice. So from here, you have the ability to create new event or task. So we need this client to pick up check. So you can either assign it to the client or you can assign it to multiple teammates. So let's assume I want to assign this to a client, select the client that I need, or I want to assign it to one of my teammates. I can select the teammates, put a due date on there. If it's due on the 6th, prioritize it, it's high, put a description. If there are any files that needs to be uploaded, you can upload those files as well, and you hit submit. Once you hit submit, the system already create the task. All of the parties that's involved will get a notification that the that a task have been created. So from here, you can add additional individuals, whatever comments that you want to make, or that any one of your teammates or that your client wants to make on a specific task, you can do so from here as well. Once the task have been completed, it goes into your completed pile. Now, you can always reopen a specific case. So for instance, if this return was already completed, but however, we need an amendment, you have the ability to create a new task, or you can just mark this as reopen and put whatever notes that needs to be put in there to make sure that whoever is assigned to it know exactly what needs to be done. So let's assume this client needs 1040X. That system, whoever is now is assigned to it, they have the ability to see all of the tasks that have been assigned, and then the workflow continues from there as well. You can also schedule appointments and it's integrated with your Google Calendar. So whatever needs to be done, as you can see, this was the task that I just entered into the system earlier. You can color code them as well if you have multiple users or multiple teammates. So each team may have their own color. So that allows you to know exactly who's doing what, who's assigned to what as well. So you can add new event. So schedule meeting, and then you put a brief description, select the due date, it's due on the 5th, on the 6th, standard and time, and you hit submit. You have additional options here that you can. Now I have my meeting. So as you can see, it's a different color based on the event that was entered into the system. This information automatically go in your Google Calendar to avoid duplication. You can also create universal invoice from here and add additional invoices. You can see the status of invoice that have been pending, invoice that have been paid, etc. So this allows you to know exactly what's going on, who needs to be called, and keep track of everything that's within the office. We have other resources. If you're using a cloud-based tax software, you can integrate it on year two. If you need to calculate what revenue looks like, if you need to attach a video conferencing, you could do that as well from here. Uh, SeQwens is pretty streamlined, easy to use. You can add as many end users as possible within the system. You can pull reports. You can see what all of your SMS contacts, messages. You can view tutorials. And all of this is for a monthly subscription fee. And you have the ability to get an annual subscription fee as well. You do have a 14 days demo period that allows you to have access to the full functionality of the software. So if you need to create a new account for demo purposes, if you click we log out of this system and it brings you to SeQwens.com and then you click on login. The system allows you, if you have not registered, you have the ability to register. Now you can register as a tax company or as an enterprise partner. Our enterprise partner are our service bureaus that manage more than one tax offices. They have the ability to create as many accounts as they want. Or if you run a single practice, you click on tax office, register, you get a notification and you can start using it. So you have a 14 days free trial. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. We provide full support during onboarding process. Make sure that you're comfortable. We provide full skill training to make sure that you are comfortable in using our product and make sure that you can have a successful tax season in terms of keeping track of what's going on. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Alpha Tanger and I'm the product specialist here at SeQwens, and we look forward to speaking with you. Enjoy your demo.